I'm resetting the NHL to a fantasy draft and we'll be selecting 20 players for my team. For today's challenge, the weight of each player must be less than the previous pick. After all my choices have been made, we will put the lines together and simulate through franchise mode with the hopes of winning a Stanley Cup. Alright, let's see who we are going to be representing for today's draft. It is the Vancouver Canucks. Still trying to figure out exactly who this guy thinks he is, but don't touch my lines, bro. I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit again. I'm not sure if I turned fantasy draft on. I believe I did, but could be wrong. Anyway, we're gonna get pick number 12. That's the number speaking to me. I did, right? Oh no, I didn't. Yes, I did. Perfect. Oh, number 5. Interesting. I know Ovechkin weighs a lot. I want him to be our second pick because he is a hefty boy. 238. I don't know if we're getting higher than that, though. I mean, you know what? Drafting Brent Burns first in a... Oh. Victor Hedman. Yeah. What a beautician. Thank you. And now look who is right here. Alexander Ovechkin. 238 pounds. 230 is actually pretty good. I think Dougie might be the move. Oh man, our defense would be gross. Yeah, you know what? Let's make it happen. Did not know Freddie Anderson weighed 238. That is news to me. 225 is not that far of a drop off. Try to find someone in between. I feel like he'll still be there. Oh, Anze 225. I feel like I might prefer him over McKenzie, but we'll have to wait and see what our options are here. Travis Sanheim 222. That is good to know. We've also got Hampus Lindholm at 224. So you know what? We are going to go right down to 225, but it's going to be for our boy Anze Kopitar. So what, are all these defense gone that I was hoping to get? Never mind, Lindholm is right here. 224 pounds. Yeah, buddy. Oh, that's a good one. Samwise Montembeault, 222 LBS. Still don't know why that's the abbreviation. If we can find someone who is exactly 220. That is what I was going to say. And ask and you shall receive. Tim Winston, my boy. We're getting 2 capitals here. Could get another defenseman. Justin Falk, 6.5. Ooh, cap space might become a bit of a problem soon. Right-handed defenseman. All right, sure, why not? Oh, man, we could have had McDonough at 215 and then gone for 214. But, c'est la vie. Couturier would be nice, but with that salary hit, I don't think we can do it. Certified third liner, Adam Lowry. 3.2 is very, very doable for us. Yeah. Now, I understand that I'm drafting way too many defensemen here, but how do I say no to that? He's 209. Come on. You know what? We're going to have a big drop-off here. We're going for Cam Talbot, 86 overall. He can be our starter, Montembeault the backup, and then we've got a pretty good tandem. And with that, we are now into the 190s. Let's see who we can find. Eberle. Oh, but Frankie V, 197. He's a sniper. Does he score goals? Not really. But his salary cap isn't terrible. What does Nason weigh? 205? Yeah, well, do I just do it? We have 18 mil left, and he's going to eat up a good chunk of that, but I think we just send it. That's a problem for later, aka about 5 seconds from now. Another sniper, Riley Smith. For some reason, I thought he was going to be a two-way forward. We have 3. No, I'm not going to do it. Alexander Kerfoot, on the other hand, 3.5. Brother, what's going on here? 189 pounds for Tanev, who's also making 3.5. I don't know. This is going to get tough near the end. I think I got to start looking at the salary and then going in to see what they weigh. Nemesnikov could be pretty clutch. He's 181, and then the Gus Bus is 180. So if we get both of these guys, that's 2 players on a decent budget. 174 for Yanni Gourde. Do I just do the big drop-off and hope we find players? Yeah, why? No, we still have quite a few picks. Danforth, baby. Some depth goal scoring. 188. We are dropping 1 pound at a time. But I think this is the move. I'm not going to lie to you. Not even looking at handiness for defense right now. We do not have room to be picky. I need someone who fits within the cap and weighs below 188 pounds. Scotty Too Hottie making another comeback here. 175. Oh, we'll save him for later. But it's good to know he's there. Nyquist was still here. Who is the other player we wanted to get? They might be gone. He's 180. Yeah. I can't remember who the 181 player was. But I don't think they're here anymore. So, whatever. Let's take the Gus Bus. Yanni Gourde, 174, but obviously we want to take Perunovich before that. The only thing I'm concerned about is, are we going to find anything lighter than 174? I might have put myself in a bit of a pickle here. Logan O'Connor weighs 175, so how many more players do we need? We need... Ooh, okay, so We can make this work, but I need to find somebody who's like 179. Or we could take Tamas Tata, who is 173. So who is the heaviest? Perinovic? No, O'Connor. Because Perinovic was 174. All right, I'm going to go for this plan. We're starting with O'Connor. Yo, there's no way. There is no way. We've got Bryson at 174, but then we can't take Gord. Oh, wait, Gord's 174. He's only... Ooh, I messed up here. Well... Here we go, Yanni. Any chance there's a defenseman that weighs less than 174? I'm gonna say probably not. I probably should have just taken this guy. That was my first mistake. Oh my word, why did I not look more? Blankenberg right here, 177 would have been nice. What a guy. Albert, you legend. 168. Okay, he's gonna be our last pick. There's no way he gets taken. Right? So we draft Tatar, 173, another sniper, amazing, just what we need. Albert, the man, the myth, the legend. He is still here, 168 pounds. That gives us 6 defensemen. We don't have to play a forward there. Here's a look at our team. I don't really have high expectations, but Victor Hedman and Ovechkin, man. Then we got, you know what? Maybe. Rick Tocchet, Ricochet. You're not even here anymore, but I'm hands off anyway. Oh. We're already getting a trade. I did say stars only, and they are trying to give us Wallman, but I'm not giving up Tim Winston. No chance. It was actually a respectable trade, but our defense are already so good. I guess I kept on player morale. Try it out. All right, our first line, +5, and then we got a 0 here. Oh, man. Wait, no, absolutely not. Tom Wilson, get up there, buddy. And then Vetrano, he's... Yeah, right wing / left wing. He shoots left. Get over there. You can be the sniper on that line. O'Connor, right wing. Shoots right. Put him over here for Tanev. We got a team. Defensively, I don't think we'll be able to get the second pair up because they're probably, yeah, top 2. Oh, we can convince Lindholm, so that's nice. Actually, hold the phone. What are we doing here? Dougie. Right up to the first line with you, lad. And then Lindholm, Larson, Falk, and our boy Albert. Tending the goal, we have Talbot backed up by Montembeault. What a strange team this is. Well, let's have some chemistry conversations and get to simming. We've still got some work to do. 5 players weren't having it, but we got 5-2-2, which is already decent. And defensively, we got a +4 on the first 2. I'm going to say that Ovechkin gets the most points. You will have 98, and we will have 44 wins en route to a playoff run. Let's see it. Certainly not the best start in the world. We are 4-4-0, but sometimes it just be like that. It's okay. We'll get these other conversations rolling soon. Our chemistry will get boosted. Actually, maybe I judged a little bit too early. We're not doing so bad. We're second in the division. There's quite a few players here that just aren't having it. And you know what? I've about had it with your attitude. Whole team traded. In fact, you know what? We're just gonna defunct the whole team. Well, we had a good start to the season. I don't know what's going on here, but we are getting deleted. We are now down to 2 players that have not bought into the scheme fit yet. All I'm gonna say is, Tom Wilson, keep your head up, pal. And on top of that, Albert, I feel betrayed. It's not looking good for the old Canucks here. 25, 26, and 4. Trade deadline is approaching. We need to have a great end to the season. And I don't know that we have it in us. Yeah, those 2 losses might have just been the dagger. Let's be real here. 30 losses at the deadline. Yikes. All right, Tom. Nice and easy. Who does this guy think he is? Does bro think he's jabroni or something? High key, this team is buns. At this point, the victory that I want is Tom Wilson to buy in, so we can at least see what the chemistry looks like with everybody on board. Listen here, pal. Very risky. Yeah, apparently. Yo, I'm gonna fire this guy straight up. I think I've only ever had it once where I didn't have a player accept the scheme the entire season, and then I had to do it at the start of playoffs, which we're not making playoffs. That is quite evident. 37, 37, and 6. 2 games left. I'm gonna try one more time, but I feel like it was too recent, so I probably won't even have the scheme fit option. Gonna give it a go because I want it to happen. Let's see. Tommy, on ice play. Scheme fit. Well, anyway, this is what we ended up with. We had a 5-3-3. Our team still stunk. Defensively, 4-5-1. I mean, are you not entertained? 38 wins. Can we make it 39 against the Golden Knights? No, an overtime loss. 38, 37, and 7. The final record for the Vancouver Canucks. We tried, but clearly we didn't try hard enough. I'm just going to sim right to the Stanley Cup final. I think that's what I normally do when we don't make the playoffs, because there's no point going to look at stuff now. Might as well just get right to the good stuff. The Stanley Cup final is between the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim and the Big Bad Bruins. The St. Louis Blues are your President's Trophy winners. I know. Okay, it's the Ducks and the Bruins. So the Bruins are right here. They finished 4th in the league. Where are the Mighty Ones? They are right here at 12th. And the 15th place Islanders get finessed. But where's the other team? Okay, 19. We've seen worse. Just a pathetic effort. 78 points for Kopitar. 73 for Ovi with 31 goals. Victor Hedman, 57. Guys, our defense did quite well, to be fair, which isn't surprising. Oh, wow. No, they didn't do so well, clearly, because they left these guys out to dry. Sorokin is the league leader with 40 wins. He had a 913, 919 for Igor. That's a great season from him. Let's play a game. It is not Cale Makar. EK 65, 88 points. Cale Makar over point a game. Same with what does the Fox say. Barely, but they were. Matthews had 120 points with 66 goals. Kucherov had 55 tucks. Not too shabby. I think it's going to be a clean sweep at the awards this year. The President's Trophy winning Blues is very interesting. Why do they got Stone on the second line? But anyway, Gino with Nichushkin and Marchessault. Again, the word interesting comes to mind. They got Leo Carlson and JVR. What are we doing here? Dahlin and Chikrin is gross together, but then other than that, their defense, meh. They did have a good goaltender, though, with Jimbo backing him up. So that kind of makes sense. One half of the Stanley Cup final, the Mighty Ducks, they got Toffoli, Seb, and Kyrou. That's a solid first line. Tippett, guy loves shooting the puck with Monahan and Robinson. Capitals legend, Hendricks, Lapierre down here on the fourth line. Same with Vrana. Morrissey and Trouba, they would have played together at some point, right? I think so. Oh, wow. Sanheim and Steve. Well, I know where he went. Great goaltending, Demko and Kemper. The Bruins brought back Marshy. Yeah, that makes sense. They got Kadri and Velarde, 88 overall. Whoa. On the first line, Lindholm, Rossi, and Hagel. Probably the best second line in the league. Their defense are pretty solid. Provorov with Kale, Pulak, and Ferraro. And then this third line, pretty shut down, but yeah, wouldn't want to be out there against them. John Gibson, the goaltender, backed up by Lyon. Let's see who wins. One game at a time. Will we see a sweep like we see sometimes? Will we see a game 7 like we see a lot of times? Right now, it has been a win exchange, one apiece. The Bruins break the cycle, winning the next game, but the Ducks tie it right back up, so we are now in a best of 3. Can the Ducks take it home, or will there be 7? Nice. You gotta love a Game 7 Stanley Cup final. Who is going to emerge victorious? It is the big bad Bruins. John Gibson was on one, 915 save percentage. And we also got a pretty good performance from Demko. Can't be upset with him. 913. How about these guys? 923, 929, and 922. Yuck. Oh my word. This guy is unbelievable. Didn't play that well during the season, but then playoffs come around and he's like, I got you. That's a new one. Conn Smythe winner most likely is going to be Marco Rossi, and I kind of love that, actually. Marshy played really well. Hagel, yeah, there's a lot of solid performances here. Matthews does get the Art Hart combo. EK65 with the Norris, no surprise there. Lady Bing to Pettersson. Michkov awarded the Calder. Rossi does get the Conn Smythe. Good stuff. Swayman awarded the Vezina and the Jennings. He goes with Dreger on that. Sealer gets the Bill Masterton. Bruce Cassidy, Jack Adams winner. Selke, Kopitar. We're not going home empty-handed. Another trophy for Matthews, and how about one more for good luck? Yeah, it was a pretty clean sweep, I'd say. Here's the playoff tree. The Bruins went to 7 in the conference semifinal, the conference final, and the Stanley Cup final. They must be gassed. Well, we tried, we didn't succeed. Can't win them all. Can't win even some of them, but here and there, we managed to get lucky. If you got draft ideas, be sure to let me know down below. If you tried this draft, let me know what your team looked like and how they performed. Another one in the books.